The reasons you say for why you like Big Brother literally have never been a part of this game. This game is based off of lying, backstabbing, and manipulating. I don't know where you ever got the sense that it wasn't. And your hate for T-Core is just weird at this point. You want her to ride for a black alliance that didn't even include her in it at first and will cut her the first chance they get? Make it make sense. The cookout did what they did so black players moving forward would not feel obligated to do the same thing because they already have an example. T-Core did what was best for her game, period. I know you probably don't have time to watch feeds, but not knowing all the details and coming on here with these wild ass takes just seems irresponsible. But then again, you're not the only casual viewer who only watched the episodes, so I'm sure that's why those people feel the same as you. But for someone who literally produces, directs, and makes TV shows and knows how the industry is, it's just so wild to me that you don't take into account the way that BB producers edit shit to fit a certain narrative or storyline that makes the whole general public feel some type of way. What is going on, beautiful people? It's your boy here, Wesley from A Connection TV here on YouTube, the one place on World Wide Web where we actually adopt similar connections despite our differences. And welcome to my channel. If this is your first time seeing me, definitely follow me on all social medias, Twitter and Instagram at A Connection TV. Now, I am here to talk about a plethora of things. I will be talking about stuff that I've witnessed on live feeds, according to Jessica or whatever. I don't pay attention to the live feeds, and I only watch the edited stuff. Yeah, that's incorrect. That's false. Um, I am in tune with what goes on the live feeds. That I don't sit there for 8 hours and watch whatever they show on the live feeds. No, I don't do that. But I am privy to what happens. So I do know what happens on the live feeds. And Jessica or whatever, if you watched this actual video, you would have heard me say that I'm not going to spoil anything because I know you guys don't like spoilers, but I know what happens. So not sure what you heard or what you thought you heard or what you thought you were referencing, but it wasn't me. Okay. That's first things first. Second, okay, I'm not sure if you're black or not. I think I can safely assume that maybe you aren't black because typically people that aren't black don't understand where I'm coming from. Okay. And if you are black, that's interesting. But yeah, there are some other people below my videos that are black that get where I'm coming from. So again, Jessica, if you're not black, you can have your opinion, but you will never understand. And if you are black, that's interesting. Maybe you're just like T-Core. I'm not sure. But again, everything that I speak about in the video, I'm speaking about it because it's one, how I feel, and two, based on what I know. All right. So I'm going to get back into your comment because I want to address it specifically. Let's see where I put it. The reasons why you say for why you like Big Brother literally have never been a part of this game. There are plenty of reasons why I watch Big Brother. I'm not sure what you may have heard or what you thought I've said or whatever the case may be, but I have a certain standard that I like to abide by, and I always look for those players that probably are come to close to fitting that standard, right? I've never liked any of the winners of Big Brother. Let's start there. Except for Xavier and except for Taylor. And even Taylor got on my nerves. If you watched those reviews, you would have seen that. And I do respect, where is he? Where is he at? Because I don't want it to seem like I only care about the black folks. Jag winning was a miss for me. Didn't make sense. I do respect Cody, and did I respect Jackson? I want to say I want to say I did. Jackson, Derek, and Cody were kind of like, okay, whatever, but I understood why they won, right? Casey, no. Josh, no. Xavier, I understand, and Taylor, I understand, right? So, and Cody is not black. Jackson is not black, and neither is Derek. Okay. So it's not always about black and color. But let's also, Jessica or whatever, realize the fact that it took 23 seasons for us to see a black person win. And let's go back to what you said about the cookout. But the cookout did what they did so black players moving forward would not feel obligated to do the same thing because they already have an example. What are we talking about here? What are we talking about here? Okay. So out of 25 seasons, we only have 2 black winners. And you mean to tell me that the cookout did what they did so that black people wouldn't have to do it moving forward? Okay. That's interesting. I understand Kylan's perspective because I interviewed him. But explain to me, Jessica, or whatever, because this is spoiler. We're talking about everything, okay? Spoilers. I know about the live feeds that you say I don't watch, and I'm not clued in. So explain to me how Tucker is going to win the power of veto on his HOH, which is boss ass, because that's what you should do. Continue to control the game, and you're gonna knowingly take off a villain of yours for quite some time now. Someone who's clearly been after you. Someone who put you on the block just last week. Okay? Someone you outed to the house of hiding his power or whatever. You're going to take him off the block. Use your veto to take him off the block to put a black woman up instead. Someone who has never placed you on the block. Just because you're mad that these 3 people of color went after your girlfriend that you're fucking in the HOH room now all of a sudden, when a couple of weeks ago you said you didn't really care about her like that, but I don't watch the live feeds. Okay, Jessica, whatever. I need you to know what you're talking about before you decide to just talk about it. Okay. What do I like about Big Brother? I like a lot of things about Big Brother. I like honest players. They do exist. They haven't really won anything, but they do exist. And those are the people that I look for. Those are the people that I like to watch. I like people that compete and play the game. And by playing the game, I mean when their backup is up against the wall, they're still competing and they're still winning. I wish the BBAI Arena was here during, what was that man's name? Let me go. I think it was on season 24. Season 24 cast. Season 24 cast of Big Brother. Michael Bruner. Michael Bruner, I think was his name. I lived for him. I lived for him. Okay. And he's not black. Okay. I live for him. And Marvin wasn't a part of Marvin had got kicked off, so he wasn't a part of it. But I lived for Michael because he was the type of player that I probably would have been. Even though there was some little mischievous lies or conniving or whatever the case may be, I'm not a fan of that, okay? But the fact that he competed when he needed to compete and was winning when he needed to win is what I'm here for. That's what I love about Big Brother. I want to watch a season where someone who's considered to be the underdog, like Taylor, can manage to get through all of the adversity to win on the opposite end of things. And that's what Taylor did. I can respect Taylor for how she got through the game. You know, I think she mishandled her HOH, and I was just aggravated at the fact that she allowed these people to talk to her any old sort of way, but she did not give up, giving all of the bull crap that she went through at the hand of Monty and the rest of the house. Okay, Terrence and all of them were really horrible to her. And she managed to pull the win out regardless. That's why I watch Big Brother. Those kinds of moments are what make me filled with happiness and joy. I don't give a damn about the other millions groups of people that love the connive and love all that bullshit, the lying and all that. That's for people like you, apparently, that like that, and you watch it for that. I don't watch Big Brother for that. And all of my reviews, I've never been like, yes, lie about it. Yes, lie about it. And here and again, the video that you let the long dissertation under when I was talking about Tucker and how he's wanting people to be honest with him, but he's not being honest with people, that's a problem for me. And I feel like now, more than ever, Tucker has the ability, or is not even has the ability, is standing on this soapbox like his shit does not stink. And he's power hungry and power driven. He's a film major, did some stuff with the CSI or CIA. What else has he done? He knows Cody. He's friends with Cody. They know each other from college. Like, what are we talking about here? This man is just going to steamroll his way all the way through. And no one's left to challenge him. You also mentioned that you talked about the fact that and your hate of TUCKER is just weird at this point. You want her to ride for a black alliance that didn't even include her in it at first and will cut her the first chance they get. Chelsea was HOH, never put up TUCKER. Cedric was HOH, never put up TUCKER. So I'm confused with what you're talking about here. Again, you're speaking strongly through your words like you know what you're talking about in reference to me, and you don't. And you're referencing TUCKER like I hate her. I don't hate her. Calling her a whore does not mean hate, okay? Calling her a whore means she's a whore to me, okay? And not in the literal sense. I can call her whatever the hell I want to call her, okay? Do I hate the girl? No, I don't hate her. I don't even know her. Okay? But to say that they would put her up the first chance they got is false because they did not. Okay? Matter of fact, you probably and the rest of the world thought that Chelsea and Cedric were boring because all they did was what the house wanted them to do. And the reason why Tucker became this boisterous voice is because he wanted to make the house fun and challenging and liberating. Yet he's throwing up people that didn't even or ever came after him. Confusing to me, yes. And again, if you're not black, you won't get this point, okay? But I am. So this is how I feel, right? You take off a man that clearly has been targeting you, who's white, and you throw up the other minority, the other black woman, for what? She didn't target you. So if it's not, and let's just say it's not because of the color of her skin. We can say that. That's fine. We'll go ahead and say that. But it's because they voted against Rubina. Is that it? So we're going to be, so the guy that proclaimed not to really care for her and was only using her, now that y'all have sex, it means something to you now. And this woman is having dreams about meeting your parents. So now all of a sudden we care. So let's just throw her up. Okay, so Tucker is emotional. He's emotionally driven, right? But again, none of these three people were coming after you ever, nor did they put you on the block. They didn't even put Rubina on the block. Your villain did, but you're taking him off. Now, if Quinn was black, Quinn would have never came off. And I don't care what anybody says. That's how I feel now. Tucker has not shown me anything otherwise. That's how I feel now. And if you even think about looking at this episode or just the episodes how they've gone, and you honestly feel that Tucker is gonna ride for somebody's TUCKER, what? It's crazy to me. But again, you can have your perspective and I can have mine. I think it's really crazy. To win head of household, to win the veto, which is boss ass, okay? Then to take off your true villain. I think that is so crazy to me. Okay? It's crazy to me. And Tucker is no different than the rest of them, right? I thought Tucker would have been remotely different. I thought that he was, has some sort of standing. He wants to out all the alliances. He wants to out. He wants to out. He wants to out the collective, which had Chemo and TUCKER in it, and Quinn. But we're gonna say, oh, let's get these three people out first because they voted against my chick. Out of here. I don't believe it. I don't believe it. You want to out all these alliances like you're not in one yourself? Come on. Come on. What is all of this for? What is all of the theatrics for? For me, and I stand alone, and that's fine if I stand alone, Jessica or whatever. For me, Tucker would be the creme de la creme of all competitors ever if he stood on that soapbox and emulated everything that he proclaimed to be for. I want to out the alliance. Oh, he has a power. I want to do this. I want to do that. Only to have your own alliance, only to be power hungry, only to be sliding through ooze like your shit don't stink. And I'm supposed to, he takes off the one villain. He takes that one villain off the block that's white and has everybody on the block that's colored. 25 seasons, I only got 2 black winners. And let's be real honest about this, right? The Cookout, successful alliance, one of the most successful alliances ever. The season right after that, everybody cast it felt some sort of way about the Cookout. Let's be honest and clear here. Everybody did. And then it runneth over into Jag's season. Jag won. I didn't really care for that season at all. Jag won. Okay, great. And now we're here. 4 black people. These black people have a meeting outside to proclaim to be there for each other. And T-Core drops the ball. For what? And then Jessica or whatever, you're defending T-Core, but T-Core couldn't even effectively defend herself. Because after making the said decision, she's crying about it. Then she's boasting about it like she doesn't care and gives a damn. So yes, my feelings can be however I want them to be for T-Core. And my feelings can be however I want them to be about the entire show. Because as a black person, I have every right and every reason to feel the way that I do. Again, if you're black, you're probably like T-Core, and that's fine. Those people do exist. But at the same time, if you're not, baby, this paragraph is unwarranted. Okay? 25 seasons, 2 winners that look like me, and we had to do a lot to get there. So now, not only am I not wanting them to be the Cookout, we don't need them to be the Cookout. But don't sit here and have a conversation about the history of the Cookout and the history of the history of the show. Let's be clear. You had a whole white woman proclaim that they're a group. She didn't say it, but you know she meant it. It's not just coming out of thin air. But we do have this conversation of an understanding. And the first chance you get, T-Core, not Chelsea, because they didn't put up T-Core, not Cedric, because he didn't put up T-Core, but the first chance T-Core gets, we're letting go Cedric. Miss me with all that. But for someone who literally produces, directs, makes TV shows, and knows how the industry is, it's just so wild to me that you don't take into account the way that the BB produces. You don't watch all of my videos. Clearly you do, because I've spoken about the producers. And I've spoken about how heavily edited the shows are. So clearly you don't watch my videos. But it's okay. You gave me content to talk about in this one. Shout out to everyone that understands my messaging in the last video that I did. And shout out to everyone that does not. I would like to read y'all comments, though. Let me get into y'all's comments. Let's see. Let's go to that episode. All right, so let's read the comments. The Cookout will not be accepting of T-Core. I'm done with her. They are crazy to not get Tucker out. The move was so dumb. They blindsided Quinn too, who was firmly on their side. What made it worse is they didn't stand in the bad decision. That's exactly what I said. They ran and hid. I wouldn't turn on anyone until Tucker was gone. That's my point as well. But brown girl, I'm assuming that you're black, so you get it. Keep reviewing how you want. Thank you, that boy. Tucker is bringing the gameplay that has been lacking in years. He is. And I've said that I like Tucker. I just don't like how he's a hypocrite. I just don't like it. I like the competitive nature. I like the chaotic nature, but I don't like the hypocrisy. Period. Um, Isis Blue says, now one lie told. This is the review I wanted to hear. Thank you, sweets. Okay. Um, if Cam goes, I'm with you. I'm out. Period. I could have liked to have I would have liked to have some of your opinions on the spoilers I heard about. Maybe if you put a spoiler alert in the caption, we're talking about it here. T-Core, I absolutely hate her. This video is hilarious. I agree with you. Oh, and you and Cam are not the same because he is wasting his summer in this house, not playing the game at all, just there. You, my friend, would have set it off in the house. Hell no, they would not cast you because they already know they couldn't contain you, but it would be one of the best seasons ever. And thank you, Isis Blue. It most certainly would. Cause baby, me and Tucker would be going at it, baby. I don't know about a damn Quinn. See, if Quinn would have won HOH off the wall, we would be talking differently now. We will be talking differently. Quinn would have not put up Cam and none of them. It wouldn't have been. I like Quinn, even though, now where we are, Quinn is still teetering and tottering. Quinn is trying to figure out how to save his game by making amends with Tucker, even though he cannot stand the man. And I feel like he's going to have to play this false narrative type of a game to get it in there. But Quinn, best believe, if Quinn would have won HOH, none of the colored people would have been on there, and Tucker would have been scared for his life, even though he would have came back, won Veto, whoop. But still, Quinn, I'm here for Quinn. But is that Tucker's only competition? Damn it. Cam, Chelsea, Brooklyn. Brooklyn is, like I said in the last video, is steamrolling her own game into the ground. Okay? And I just wish Cam just would start playing. He was third on the wall. Okay, cool. He was second to Angela. Okay, cool. Cam needs to win. But even still, if Cam were to win, for some reason, I feel like even at, let's just say Cam makes it off the block. I don't know why, but I have a feeling that Chelsea's going to win the AI arena. I don't know why. I just have a feeling that Chelsea's going to win. But let's just say Cam is taken off of the block. Let's just say he wins HOH. He's going to be another Cedric. He's not going to know what to do with his HOH. This is what I feel. Because since the beginning, we don't know what Cam is capable of. This is how I feel. I think he's not going to know what to do with his HOH. And even though Tucker had him on the block just now, I think that Tucker would be able to sway Cam in a direction to move him through. That's how I feel about Cam. And you know, it is what it is. He's not shown me anything. If Brooklyn won, it would be chaotic, and Brooklyn would clearly go after the other side of the house. If Chelsea won, it would be real strategic, and she would figure it out and make it work. But I feel like Chelsea is going to win the AI arena, and I feel like Cam is going home. That's just how I feel. I just feel that way. I think everyone will want to keep Brooklyn because Brooklyn is just an automatic target, and that's just what it is. Cam has been the closest to win in a lot of these challenges, so the people might want Cam out, and it just sucks. I don't see Cam really campaigning that much or hearing about him campaigning, so it's just crazy to me. But I don't know. It's just crazy to me. I just wish we had someone that could compete. I wish that Michael was on this season with Tucker. Put Michael on this season, put Joseph on this season, put Monty on this season. Yes. That would be interesting. That would be really, 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 really interesting. I would like to see that. I don't know. I don't have anything else to say. It's just this season is very, very interesting. I don't hate anyone in the house. I don't know them to hate them. I would never throw that word around like like that. It's not that deep for me. But just like you, Jessica, or whatever, I'm able to watch this and have my own opinion and do with it what I want. Okay. I wish that Tucker didn't stand in hypocrisy. I wish that there was someone left to challenge Tucker. I wish that T-Core never got rid of Cedric after having that meeting with the other black folk. Period. And I'm always going to feel that way. What the fuck? What was the point of having a conversation with me if you're going to get rid of me? Like, what was the point? What was the point? And Rubina is so far on up under Tucker's scrotum that she is going to do whatever Tucker wants her to do. And I guarantee that the people that need to be saved on Tucker's list is nobody's T-Core. Anyways, I don't have anything else to say. I think I said what I need to say. It was going to be a little bit louder, but then I read that comment and I had to address that comment. Anyways, love y'all. Deuces.